What's up, YouTube? It's Coffee back at it, man. And Kanye West been doing all this wildish as of late, wearing KKK outfits, swastikas all over everything. Just like, what's going on with this dude, man? Is it gimmicks? Is it for real? And DJ Academics is actually the one that reposted this here, but Ack, who did some real weirdo ish, we got to point it out as we're gonna get into some other weirdo ish in this in regards to Ye, man. But yeah, DJ Academics, man, cold weirdo for that ish that he did. But Ye, he was saying about Ye when they did this big interview in which he wore the black Klansman outfit. He was like, Ye, he basically, keeping it short, summarizing it and paraphrasing, right? That Ye um, seemed to strategically be doing this or whatever, you know what I mean? Because he was talking about speaking with them in regards to what if Spotify don't want to have the album up? What if Live Nation ain't trying to, put together a tour? And he was like, yo, we'll pass that bridge when we get there or whatever. But check this out about this album, World War III, which has um, and we seen Ye fall out with the game. This Jim Jones, he was supposed to executive produce the game's project. Like, just seems like some difference going on with Kanye. He always been letting known like he's a little bit out there. He lost his moms, it changed him and stuff like that. But peep this, man. I don't even know what to say about this. This is disturbing to just put it to be blunt, man. He says, this song is called Cousins, about my cousin that's locked in jail for life for killing a pregnant lady a few years after I told him we wouldn't look at dirty magazines together anymore. Perhaps in my self-centered mess, I felt it was my fault that I showed him dirty magazines when he was 6, and then when we acted out what we saw. My dad had Playboy magazines, but the magazines I found in the top of my mom's closet were different. So it's like, what? So mom and dad had quote unquote dirty magazines. You know what I mean? And it sounds like Ye is older, showing this to his little cousin. He doesn't say that, but I don't know why I get that vibe. Let me know if you do as well. But peep what he says. My name is Ye, and I don't even want to say this, repeat this, but this is what we're talking about, right? My cousin's D till I was 14. Tweet sent. So he tweeted this out to the world, talking about actually violating his cousin. There are kids, I believe. I don't know. I don't even like thinking about this. But this is like, what, Kanye? What's wrong with you? You were predatory to your cousin. That's INCEST. The fuck is going on with you, man? You know what I mean? Like, this is so crazy. And then talking about finding different kinds of dirty magazines, like, porno it is what it is. Some people don't look at it as too much or whatever. I don't know. Comment your thoughts about it all and what we're speaking about here. Yo, let's stop supporting Kanye West. If you ask me, if you haven't yet, like, fuck this guy, man. But Playboys are considered very tame, I believe, in the dirty magazine world. When he's talking about the ones Mama had were different, I don't know, like, sounds like she had more graphic content, and that's what he was doing. Like, they were acting out the nasty ish they saw with his cousin. Like, it's just so disgusting to think about, man. Like, what the fuck is going on with Kanye? This has been eating him up, that he was violating his cousin, and his cousin went out and committed these atrocious acts. And what I wanted to say about the PORNO and people committing brutal CRI, MES and stuff like that. From the moment the feds, like, if you guys comment, if you watch that show Mindhunter and stuff like that on Netflix, right? From the moment that the feds started profiling criminals, there was a direct link, like with the BTK killer and many other killers, to them viewing graphic porno. You know what I mean? Like back then, the internet wasn't around, but there would be ads in the back of magazines. Um, and it'd be a lot of dirty stuff and real like sadistic, degrading women and in bondage and things like that. The feds, the whole act of profiling criminals has always found a direct link between these two things forever. And that's just something to put out there. But Kanye, like, you's a sick bastard. What's wrong with you, dude? You's a creepy fuck. Like, I don't know. Kanye will probably, I'm guessing, when being pressed about this later, oh, I was joking around. Like, no, that wasn't for real. Like, Kanye, you's a sick fuck, man. I mean, but then it gets to like, was someone doing this to Ye, which then it don't make it okay to do what he was doing. But they say hurt people hurt people. That's something with Hassan Campbell, right? You guys remember the whole Bambaataa saga that played out? People found out about Bambaataa, and it's just all so twisted. It's so disturbing to think about. But I couldn't believe this when I saw this. I want to know what you guys think about it. Someone says, "Act, bro. You sound speechless." This is the narrative most of these artists are pushing. Uh, Black people, this is the lifestyle our own people wants us to indulge in. What? The Almighty Creator never built this earth for all this evilness. Send all these satanic statements to the pit of hell. The Almighty Creator is my Redeemer. So I've been talking about how there is a spiritual battle going on. It's been going on for the longest time, since the beginning of time, right? But this issue is different these days, and it sounds like this person is saying that there's some stuff being put out there via the music and the content. And I don't know, it always felt like after Kanye West's mother passed away, we just seen a whole different side of Ye. Like, that video, flashing lights where it's the girl and Kanye's in the trunk and they're out in the desert. She got her whole ass out, and then she's like killing him with a shovel. Like, it's like, whoa, where did this come from? Then that famous video where Trump, among a bunch of other mannequins of people, are butt naked, and Ray J is one of them. Ray J did not like this at all, right? And then there was the clip where Whack 100 was going off about it. Like, it was all just such disturbing imagery, and it was very weird. And listen, like, people always, there's a theory anytime someone famous or someone related to the famous person or something passes away, like, yo, that was a blood sacrifice. That was a blood sacrifice. Like, I haven't bought into that. I've always thought, like, come on, man, this is like a twisted narrative to put out there. But a lot of people believe this about Ye. I'm not saying that I do, but it's just saying that Ye's music has had a very dark side since then. And it seems this person is saying that, the evil side, whether, you believe in things that some people would deem conspiratorial when it comes to music and Hollywood and stuff like that, are pushing artists to push evil out there. You know what I mean? Like, what do you guys think about that whole narrative? Someone says, I usually stick up for Ye, but I'm straight. What the fuck? He gotta be playing. And like I said, Ye might double back and say something like that. That sounded like a confession to me. That sounded like him really, like, it eating him for many, many years. And that's what happens to it. Like, a lot of these sick, twisted violators out here, and there's so many of them, they do ish like this, and they lie to themselves. Now, some just, because I don't play that ish. Anyone who's like that, like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mess with you. But I don't know, then some people try to lie about things, some of them that it eats them up inside, that they know who they really are and what they done, how fucked up it all is. They end up you know what I'm saying, like, getting on D-rugs, and then their mind's not right, and then at some point they decide to just throw it out there. I wonder if Ye will double back and say like he was playing or whatever. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you believe this is true, that this is a confession, or what? Someone says, I think it's just him saying anything to get your attention. If that's true, like, because there's been this thing, listen, Kanye, it doesn't stop there neither, man. Like a year ago, he shared with the world that he has this like feeling, how do I put it in the proper wordage, right? Like that Varg Vikernes dude from Iceland or Norway or whatever it is, that is a white supremacist, that Kanye copied the imagery from the album cover. Burzum is the name of the dude's group, but it's really just a one-man show. He's clearly a white supremacist. He don't hide it at all. He's like a Viking, you know what I mean? Which, from my understanding with the white supremacy stuff, Vikings and Thor and stuff like that had been used in the imagery and all that. And like Ye had the burning churches in the videos that he got from that dude. And, the list just goes on and on. Like Ye's just on some real twisted, evil stuff, man. Someone says, but, that's with a lot of this stuff, like with the swastika and the him bigging up Adolf and all that. People be like, yo, Ye's just doing this. He just wants attention. It's gimmicks. But now we're seeing this, like, you're talking about being a violator of your own family, and then you took it like it's your responsibility because of what you were doing. And then he throws out like, oh yeah, he's a straight up, Ye admits to being a straight up predator as well. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. There's something real twisted going on. Someone says, this is the thing. How is this happening? I thought he was banned on Twitter and went and searched Twitter myself and can't find his profile. Someone says, dude did what? Blackmail maybe? So someone theorizes Jay's being blackmailed to put stuff like this. Like, what could they have on you to have you do some ish like this? What the fuck? And that's it. As far as this Twitter thing, Ye tweets and deletes like a motherfucker, man, or things get pulled down. I believe he was temporarily banned but got his profile back. But Kanye West, once very inspirational to many people, once people's favorite beat maker. That's the thing about his music as well. Like, this ish ain't hip hop no more to me. I don't think a lot of it. You know what I mean? Like, Kanye's a sick fuck, and he's flat out telling you that he is right now, right? What do they say? The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world that he didn't exist. Ye, almost forever, with the way he went about doing a lot of things, like letting people, like him being so evil, like it didn't exist. But here he is, letting you know now his true, who he really is. Like, this is just so bugged out, man. So that's gonna do it for this one. Kanye West. Let's talk about it in the comments. I'm saying fuck Kanye. You know what I mean? I want nothing to do with anything Kanye at this point. We still will probably report on it and speak on it, you know what I mean? To follow what evil ish is going on and all that, you know what I mean? If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. As always, over here it's about what's happening with you guys, the people, and speaking on all this twisted ish, man. You know what I mean? And not just the twisted things, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything else, but having a conversation with y'all. It's very important to me that we do that, so we can expose things for what they are, or if there's something we're not fully up on, and then there's someone out there who's more knowledgeable, they can put me up on game or you up on game. You know what I mean? But flat out, it's spiritual warfare. Don't lose your soul out here, man. That's going to do it for this one. Peace and God bless. Stay wicked and evil free. It's J. Coffee signing out, y'all. And I'm gone.